guys, LeAnna here. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some great fam resources. It could be things like websites, Instagram accounts, YouTube channels, all kinds of stuff. And this is no way a conclusive list. It's just kind of ones that I've pulled apart and that I follow. If you have any that you follow that you would like me to check out, please leave them in the comments below. I would love seeing new accounts. Before we get started, I just want to remind you to go ahead and click subscribe and click the little notification bell so you'll know every time I upload new videos. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. I have all that linked down below. I'd love to be your friend. And another note before we start, yes, if you see this bright redness here, I was kind of a dum-dum and went to the Plant City Strawberry Festival, and I totally blanked, was in complete mom mode and just focused on my son, and I guess my brain said, oh, your moisturizer and your foundation both have SPF in it, you'll be good to go. And you're wearing long sleeves because it was cool out, and didn't even think that I was wearing a low-cut shirt, so I'm pretty severely sunburned on there, so just ignore the super redness up here. I feel like I have to start with this book because I talk about it all the time, and so does everybody in this world, and that would be Taking Charge of Your Fertility. Now this is an older version, they do have an updated one, but I'm going to go ahead and link that down below. And it's the Bible in the fam world. I think this one actually comes with like a disc. There's like software legit in here. But as you can see, it is like a thick book. I keep telling people it's not like some thin little thing. Like, it's got science in it. And this is definitely, I would say, if you're trying to start fertility awareness methods, use it as a birth control, or even if you're like, I just want to chart for health, get this book and read it. There's not many differences between this version and the new version that I noticed. I actually gave my new version out to somebody and I let them keep it. So I actually got this one secondhand on, I think, thriftbooks.com. So if you find one online somewhere for a few dollars or whatever, this edition's just fine. Another book that just came out is The Fifth Vital Sign by Lisa Jack, who runs the Fertility Friday podcast. I don't actually have it. It's an e-format, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a picture of it right here. I will also link it down below so that if you want to buy it, you have the links. Another good one that's also an ebook is Ditch the Pill by Femhead, or Victoria. She wrote her own kind of like little digital ebook about it, and I'll go ahead and link her stuff too, and she's fantastic. A couple of YouTube channels that I do follow, especially in the beginning, was I followed Femhead, who I just actually mentioned, that does the Ditch the Pill course, and she's great. She's got other topics sort of like on minimalism and all that kind of stuff as well, but she does a whole bunch of being period positive, menstruation magic, as she says, and other fertility awareness type videos, and she's great. You should go and check her channel out. Another great one is Fantastic Fertility. She does a lot of informative videos, and please go check her channel out. Some Instagram accounts, which I will always go ahead and link down below, but I will also try to pop in their handles here so you can see them as well. Fantastic Fertility. I know I just spoke about her, but she does a great Instagram channel. She's always putting out really long stories, which is fantastic. She's got a lot of good information in there, so please check her out. Another great one is Chart Your Fertility. It's an awesome channel. They're always putting out great information. Another one would be Fertility Friday, and that's actually the Instagram for the podcast, which I will talk about in just a minute. Fertility charting is another great one to follow, especially if you're just starting or even if you're seasoned. And any of the menstrual cup brands on their Instagrams, they're great to follow, or even some of the tampon ones or the pads or whatever. Just pick a company that you like and like legit go and follow them. God, I hope we can't hear the dishwasher because that's gonna bite. These next few books I just kind of pulled off of my shelf. They don't necessarily have anything to do with fam, but they're other great ones about menstruation or about birth control or whatever. I just kind of wanted to share them with you. This one, which is the Period Repair Manual by Laura Bryden, is great. I'm actually working my way through it right now, but I know a lot of people recommend this one, especially if you have problems with your cycle, if you have problems with menstruation or whatever. It gives like natural treatment options to kind of like heal your hormones and stuff like that. And it does a great description of like what periods should actually be like, not maybe what you've been going through or anything, but like what they really should be like, and things like how to talk to your doctor, what coming off hormonal birth control is like, etc., etc. So this is a great one as well. Another great one is Sweetening the Pill, or How We Got Hooked on Hormonal Birth Control, and it's by Holly Griggs-Spall, and it's really good. I'm working my way through this one too. Yes, I'm one of those weirdos that reads multiple books at the same time, but it's really good. She's the one that when I started having the panic attacks and I thought there's no way my birth control can be it, I've been on it for 10 years or so, she's the one that I found, and I found her story, and she had something very similar to mine. So she's actually kind of a big part of me feeling like, hey, I'm not going crazy. This book kind of covers all of that kind of stuff about hormonal birth control, and if you're interested in that. And I do believe a movie or a TV show or something is coming out later this year. If I find the information again, I will link it down below, that she has been writing and in the works with, so I'm really excited to see that. And another one that I just happened to see when I was perusing the online thrift bookstores was this one, and I thought it was kind of interesting. It's Fertility, Cycles, and Nutrition by Marilyn M. Shannon. I'm not sure if any of you have read this. Please let me know below. It is on my bookshelf to read. But it's basically how your diet affects your menstrual cycles and fertility. So it's self-help strategies for things like PMS, infertility, painful periods, premenopause, repeated miscarriages, irregular cycles, heavy bleeding, pregnancy, male infertility. So I will let you guys know how this one is. It's on my to-read list. As far as podcasts go, the one I was talking about before, Fertility Friday, and I'm actually on an episode, and I am so terrible. I can never remember if it's 142 or 149. Okay, so if I look off frame, some reason my tripod literally just took a dive and fell right on the floor, and I have no idea why, because it was stable and right there. I don't know, maybe it's ghosts. I was actually on the Fertility Friday podcast. I can't remember if it's episode 142 or 149. I will link it down below, and my name is actually in the title description. I was talking about my experiences coming off of hormonal birth control. But the podcast is great. I actually started listening to it when I first started my fam journey, and she's got a lot of great guests on there, a lot of great information, and it's not just about fertility awareness. It can even be things like how your diet is affecting your hormone levels, etc., and she's got a whole bunch of people on there, so I highly suggest you go and check her out. As far as websites go, there are a ton of great websites out there, but the one that I'm going to touch on is the one by Rose Uchuk, and I probably totally butcher her name. I'm so sorry, but she is fantastic. She's actually the person I had like a consult call with when I had read Taking Charge of Fertility, and I just had like a couple of little questions, and she is just fantastic and amazing to talk to. This is not sponsored. This is just my own personal experience. She is such a sweet lady, and she offers classes, and I think she still does the consult calls and everything like that, so please check her out. And she does have, as somebody would say before, she's got letters after her name, meaning she can also help you with like hormonal issues or whatever. So if you're one of those people that kind of has irregular cycles or what have you, please check her out. Now, I know a lot of you are probably wondering, hey, what about instructors or classes? Are you going to list them here? And I will tell you a few, but there are literally so many out there. I'm actually going to link to a website that does have a fam educator directory as well. So if I'm going to put that in the description below, so that way you can go and check that out. But like I said before, Rose Uchuk, she offers classes and she is great. Lisa Jack, who runs the Fertility Friday podcast, she also does classes. I think she does even group online classes as well. Don't quote me on that, but I think she does. Victoria, or Femhead, she has her own classes or one-on-one that she teaches. Also, if you don't mind the religious overtone of using NFP or natural family planning as opposed to FAM, the fertility awareness method, you don't mind, like I said, the religious overtones, you can check out your local couple-to-couple league, because that's what they teach. They teach the NFP or natural family planning, which essentially same thing as FAM, just you abstain during your fertile window. Sometimes that might be the only class that's available if you want to physically go to a class. Like I know when I was first starting, I looked for a physical class, 0 in like the whole state. I swear to God. Or there was maybe one, but it was in like Tallahassee or somewhere, and it's insane. It's really hard to find in-person classes, especially nowadays with the invention of the internet and things how it is. So you can usually find ones online, but I know some people really like to go in and physically be in front of a person. So just giving you that option. If you're wondering if I am going to teach you, I am actually saving up to take the certification course so I can be a FAM certified instructor. So I will obviously keep you guys posted, because yes, I would love to teach you guys. Obviously, these resources are not a conclusive list. There's so many out there, and it's just so hard to sift through everything. And I didn't want to forget anybody, but I also couldn't sit here and give you a 3-hour video just listing resources, because ain't nobody want to watch that. So if you have any resources or people you follow on Instagram or anything that I've forgotten, or you just want to give a shout out to, please leave that in the comments below. I love to follow new people. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click the little notification bell so you'll know every time I upload new videos, which is every Tuesday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm on social media, that's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. I have all of that linked down below. I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.